Right, the other day I did my media fast for media and cultural studies, um, and then the day after I did my media immersion. And the first problem that well, not necessarily a problem, but the first thing that I found that I had to do was what did I define as media? Um, and I did that the night before I did the fast, or it'd have been a bit pointless if I woke up and checked my alarm clock. Um, and I define media as pretty much everything except speech, um, because although I acknowledge that speech was a form of media, because if I couldn't speak all day, then that'd pretty much be a waste of a day, just vegetating all day. Um, then during my fast, I couldn't really do much because pretty much everything involved media. So I tried to pick a day when I didn't have anything on, like no lectures or anything. So just a Sunday. Um, so I just went at one point in the day. Me and my friend just went for a walk around campus, just and then sat and talked for a bit. But I could have done anything like clean my room or something, but I didn't. Um, and another thing when I was walking, that I found when I was walking around was the difference between inadvertently and intentionally consuming media. Like because when you're walking around like campus, you don't really realize like that you're taking in this media when you actually are. Like if you walk through Alex Square or something, um, and you walk past like Greg's or Subway or Santander or wherever, and like they have advertising outside, they and even though you're not necessarily looking at it, you can still consume in the media because it's in your like line of sight sort of thing. Um, like when I was actually doing the fast, like when I woke up, it was funny. Like you realise media's like all around you. Like even though I didn't necessarily realise it before. Like when I went into the bathroom to brush my teeth in the morning, um, that I realised that there was so much media in there, even though it's pretty much like a white room. Like you've got all the mouthwash, toothpaste, shampoo, all that sort of thing. Even the little thing on the soap, the little logo on the soap. Um, and yeah, like you realize, I started to realize that everything has a logo, like clothes, like they're covered in logos, like um, and even food is like covered in logos, like the packaging and stuff. Um, I found my immersion day a lot easier, understandably, uh, and because like, I was finally allowed to use my phone, and that was well, use my phone, yeah, just use it because I pretty much just turned it off for the fast day, um, and that was one problem I found with the fast day because you just like I usually in the morning like I'd wake up and check Facebook and Twitter even like regardless if I had any notifications or anything. Um, and I'd just to keep in the loop sort of thing. And that was one thing that I felt like quite out of the loop because no one could like get in touch with me or I couldn't get in touch with anyone else for any reason. Um, and yeah, that's one thing I found with it. Um, and like I started to take a lot more notice of like my TV in my room and like my MacBook, um, because like then I could use them again, and because I could use them again, I thought I might as well just use them. Um, and on that day that I did the the immersion day, it was the Europa League final, so I thought I'll watch that, might as well. And that was like saturated in media because like there was all the advert, like there was even more adverts because it was like prime time TV. And then you had all the kits like the players were wearing, and they're covered in media, like advertising logos and stuff, and even their own names. Um, and like later on after that, I decided like to do some work on my laptop, and I was listening to music at the same time. Um, and like, I was using that to like kind of fill like the space, like just that otherwise would have been like just emptiness of sound. So I just thought I'll have some music on in the background, and I did that like walking across campus as well because it would have just been a boring walk. Um, And like later on, after I'd finished my work, I was just like everyone else was in bed, and like, I was just like in my room on my own. So I just listened to music and used it as like boredom management, pretty much. Um, so yeah, that's about it. I think it's a good thing to do like at least once, so you begin to realise like how much media there is in in day to day life and like how reliant we are on it. Yeah, that's it.